Kyrgyz security forces in Osh moved into Uzbek neighborhoods on Saturday in an attempt to persuade ethnic Uzbeks to dismantle barricades put up during the fighting. Improvised roadblocks were set up by Uzbek residents, frantically seeking to protect their homes and businesses from attack.
We can remove the barriers after the Kyrgyz authorities come out in support and protect us. And first of all, the Kyrgyz authorities should catch and punish these beasts, the culprits of all these outrages. Then maybe Uzbek people will believe the authorities.
Political initiatives are gathering momentum. On Friday, the UN Secretary-General Ban Ki-moon appealed for an initial $71 million to help the thousands who've been affected by the fighting. He also warned against complacency.
In the south of Kyrgyzstan, particularly in the city of Osh, is getting calmer and calmer. That is encouraging, but that does not give us any relaxation of the feelings that we need to be very careful not to see any occurrence of violent situation in that area.
Well, good morning.
And support too from the American government.
So our bottom line is work with the international community to try to support the provisional government in bringing about a resumption of order. Work with Uzbekistan, which has opened its borders to tens of thousands of fleeing Uzbeks.
On the ground, thousands of ethnic Uzbeks remain on both sides of the border with Uzbekistan, many of them in need of essential medicines and first aid. Many Uzbek neighborhoods in Osh remain barricaded, but local Uzbek community leaders say they're working with the authorities from the interim government and Kyrgyz counterparts.
Yes, we have agreed to a truce. People are concerned. People need to return to their homes. We need to revive the life of our people.
Aid donations are starting to trickle in, but volunteer workers and local officials say there's a pressing need for more supplies. The American Assistant Secretary of State, Robert Blake, paid a visit to the refugee camps where most people are still too afraid to return home.
The United States supports an investigation into the cause of the violence that took place and is still occurring in southern Kyrgyzstan, so that everyone can better understand why this happened and so that this can be prevented in the future.
The Kyrgyz government says up to 2,000 may have died in the fighting, but there are no accurate figures. Speculation remains as to what degree the violence may have been organized and who took part in it. As many as 1 million people may have been displaced by the fighting, all in urgent need of food, water, medicine and shelter. Forestier, Al Jazeera, Bishkek.